Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bruno from NPAW. We are here today to talk about the subject that we are passionate about, that it's data intelligence. In this presentation, we'll be talking about the path from analytics to intelligence and what does that mean and what are the challenges to get to there. So we have been working for years in the video industry, developing data intelligence solution, analytics solutions for broadcasters, telco companies, OTT platforms around the world. After 15 years, we have more than 250 customers, and we have learned a lot in this path, and especially how just piling up data and dashboards won't solve our problem and won't bring us data-driven intelligence or data-driven operations. So we know, and this is just for the start, we all know that nowadays all the greenfield in the market is taken. Users are just coming from a platform to another, from a service to another. We don't have new users to gain. We have every time less users coming in and more users going out of each video platform. Churn is a huge problem. Acquisition is a challenge. And we need to use data, right, to understand how to drive better results, how to get the best out of our investments. And to do so, we need to get to a path to get to that. Most or all the video platforms are built with good intention and with hope and ambition to succeed. Some do, some don't. But most of the time, all get into the same challenge, that it's answer the most important questions for a video service, right? Why my acquisition strategy is working or not working? How is my content being watched by my users? Are they liking or not? Is my product working or not? And all those questions, sometimes we get answers to that. But the most important question from all is why things are working. So why this content have engaged my audience? Why this feature in my product is not being used? Why users are churning? And to get to that, it's like we need to put a puzzle together. So from all that we have built from our platform, and we need to understand that. And to try to understand that without data, it's like putting up the puzzle in the dark, right? We don't know. We can go for trial and error strategies. We can be supported by our talent and so on. But in the end, data is the answer, and it's the way to help us get into that. That's no news. We all know that, and we all have worked on data solutions to get to these answers. And the problem is that at some point, in the other hand, we just end up piling up dashboards, piling up data, generating a lot of graphics and so on. And we feel that, okay, we have done what we needed, but in the operations, we end up not being data-driven. And we are not data-driven because we don't have intelligence. We just have dashboards, data, KPIs. And this is not really supporting the way that we operate the business. And we end up losing a lot of time on that. So usually we have the data teams supporting the business teams. We have the business teams requesting reports, information to support their decisions, trying to understand why things have happened and so on. And usually this arrive late. So we cannot take decisions based on the data, and this process turns into a bureaucracy, and we have the dashboards, but we don't use the dashboards. So all of that we have seen in all different industries that we have been, or type of customers that we have been working with. And we need to say that we have learned that traditional analytics won't help us solve the puzzle. Just putting these indicators together won't solve the puzzle. And what we learned recently, and it's the most important one, just sprinkling AI on top of it won't help us solve the puzzle neither. So we'll just accelerate our confusion in a way. So to get to the answer and to understand what to do to support the business from a data-driven perspective, we need to come from analytics to intelligence. So we need to stop just looking at dashboards and looking at information and start to using the data for the benefit of our users to make our investment from our platform generate the results that we expect it to generate. So to do so, it's not only using AI or using new technologies. We need to apply our expertise, your expertise. So every video platform knows its content, knows which audience we want to achieve, so the result that we want to get. So we know our business. We just need to use the data to support the specific use cases that we want to from an expert perspective. And that's what NPAW has as a mission as well. So what we want is to support video businesses providing this intelligence that it's verticalized, dedicated to video, dedicated to the video industry as a whole, but using this data that we collect for the benefit of the business, understanding the use cases that we need to understand, understanding the audience we need, the way that we need to understand, the content, the way that we need to understand, and to answer those main questions that we have. Just to give you guys some context, as I was saying at the beginning, we are presenting and collecting data in each and every country in the world. We collect billions of plays and trillions of plays a year. So mostly each reproduction that we have been collecting around the world turn into an insight that supports business like telco companies with video offerings or pay TV offerings, broadcasters, OTT platforms to help them to drive their own business from a data-driven perspective. We do that with a portfolio that comes from monitoring the infrastructure, supporting the content delivery, understanding the quality of experience of our users, and finally, understanding and supporting the digital experience and providing digital experience intelligence that goes beyond analytics. That means understanding all our users and all the journey of our customers from the moment that they get in touch with our platform, with our brand, from the moment that they visit our platform, to know where they came from, which channels are working better, which campaigns are bringing my users, how users are behaving once they arrive, what is the first content that they watch, what do they do in their first visit, are they coming back in the next day, how's the content discovery process, are they using the search, are they going through the pages that I have done, are they watching the content that I have editorialized, are they watching recommendations that I'm providing, how can I learn from the search queries that they are including, how can I personalize the data for them or the platform for them to support their experience? How can we increase the retention that we have for that audience? And at the end of the day, how can we understand which investments should we do next year in content, in features, in new platforms, in marketing, knowing that this is a predictable result. So we do that also with some products and some features that we focus in one hand in engagement intelligence. So looking at audience and content, who is watching what, for how long, how often they come to the service, and so on. From the content discovery perspective, how they find the content, which content covers are they clicking on, and so on. How are they interacting with the platform? That we correlate with growth and churn indicators. So new subscriptions, new cancellations, how users are behaving after subscribing, how are they behaving before churning. We also connect that to the consumption of the advertising, how users are watching the ads in the specific contents, which contents are working better for which ads, which segments are working better for each ad. From the content, the product analytics perspective, we measure the user journeys. So where do they navigate to? How they go from point A to point B on our platform. Also, we provide ways to A/B test, so to do experiments to improve the product for them. And from the action tools perspective, we provide content recommendations. But above that, personalization. So we can, by learning the moment of the user, so new users, what should we recommend to them? Users that are being activated, what should we recommend to them? Users that got inactive, what should we promote to them? Which campaigns should we send them? Users risking on churning, what should we promote to them? And in a way, from a complete perspective, support this management of the customer's journey and the digital experience. So we combine mainly two things here. One, that it's consumption. So, looking at, users' activity and what they watch and so on, and how they use the product, how they navigate, how they find content. So putting both things together, which are the main pillars of what we offer and what we do, we aim on being able to connect everything. So to connect the user behavior with the content performance. So connect the UI UX information with the consumption itself, the CRM information that we have, or the segments that we have with the consumption and with the use of the app. So connecting all the dots to be able to understand the content or the digital experience from a unique perspective. One of the key points that we offer as well is this capability to segment the audience based on characteristics or behavior. So we can group our audience in small groups. So we can understand that our audience is not a big mass of people behaving the same, but small communities that like this type of experience, this type of content, have this level of engagement and so on. So we can offer the best experience for each of those. That we connect in a way, in the solution, in a way that we can understand the product or shape the product, analyze the audience behavior, apply intelligence, and on that intelligence using AI agents, machine learning models, and everything that we can from a data analysis perspective, but also expertise, like sitting together from a consultancy perspective, understanding the use cases, understanding the offering, understanding the projections and the objectives of our customers in a way to support them to generate the impact that they need to. In this sense, generating recommendations, improving the product, launching marketing campaigns, and then again, check the product and how does that work. That we do as well, looking at the different perspectives of or objectives of the video platforms. First, looking at acquisition, for instance, we look on supporting the onboarding experience. So what should we offer from a product perspective to the users that are being onboarded? Which content to recommend? Which communications to do? From the activation perspective, how should we keep our audience active or turn our new users into active, engaged users? From the engagement perspective, how can we increase our playtime? How can we use these power users that we have in the platform to promote our content and increase our consumption? From a retention perspective, how can we understand why each user is leaving the platform? What are the reasons for the users to churn? For each of the segments of users leaving for specific reasons, which actions should we do? And which promotions, which relations, which content should we promote to reduce and mitigate churn? The idea of the digital experience intelligence solution is to go beyond just looking at dashboards, nice looking dashboard. We do have nice looking dashboards, but the only objective of them is generating data points and touch points of our audience that bring us an opportunity to improve their experience, an opportunity to get closer to our results, an opportunity to drive action and data-driven action, and with that, generating the results that we want for our video service. So we do that combining everything. Everything is just one solution, seamless. We work to make it easy. So the challenge of collecting the data, processing the data, generating real-time analytics, but also KPIs and, indicators that really make sense, supporting our customers to understand their objectives, their use cases, and then using the data on how to use the data to support that. We do that in a way to make it easy. What we wanted to say today is that if you have these kind of challenges, count on us to make your life easier. Talk to us, come to our booth, and we'll be happy to present this solution for you.